Hello everyone and welcome back to Sarang Menon Academy. In this video, we'll be exploring conditional statements in Python. So let's get started. Let's open our VS Code and let's create a new file called conditionalstatement.py. So before we start coding, what exactly are conditional statements? Basically, conditional statements are those statements that are used to check some conditions. For example, for driving license eligibility checker or for voting eligibility checker or for anything that we need to check some criteria or some condition we need to check, we use conditional statements. Now it could be for age verification or for eligibility checker for some scheme or any other product. It could be anything. So basically in Python, we use if, elif, and else. These are the three keywords that we use in conditional statements. Now, the if keyword is used to define the main condition and then we check whether the condition is met or not. The elif keyword is used when we have more conditions to check inside the same condition. And the else statement is used to display or to satisfy when the condition is not met. So let's do implement it practically. So we'll be building a voting eligibility checker and we'll use conditional statements in it. So in order to build the voting eligibility checker, we'll print a greeting message, welcome to voting eligibility checker. And then now we'll be taking input from the user. So in order to take input from the user, I'll create a variable. So in order to check voting eligibility, we'll use age. So I'll create a variable called age. Age is equal to, again, as age is an integer, we'll specify int, and then inside int we'll open the parenthesis and we'll give the input function, and then inside input I'll write enter your age, then put a separator and put a space, and then now we'll start using conditional statements. So we'll write if, and then after if we specify our condition. So in order to be eligible for voting, a person must be at least 18 years old. So our condition should be if age is greater than or equal to 18. Now why greater than or equal to 18? Because when a person is 18, he or she can vote. And if his or her age is greater than 18, then also they can vote. So our condition should be that age should be greater than or equal to 18. So let's write if age greater than or equal to, then I'll write 18, and then we'll put a colon, and then we hit enter. Now as soon as we hit enter, you can notice that some space is being created automatically. Now this space is known as indentation. Now these spaces are automatically created by the Python interpreter. So indentation basically creates nested statements inside a conditional statement or a loop or any statement that we create. Now what are nested statements? Nested statements are statements which we use under the main statement. Basically, they are all are interrelated statements. Those statements are related with each other. So the next line which we'll write will be related to the if statement that we have created. So that's why it automatically creates an indentation. So now we can write print if the person is 18 or greater than 18, then we'll print congratulations, you are eligible to vote. You are eligible to vote. And what if the person is not 18 or greater than 18? he or she is below 18, then we'll write else. We write else, then put a colon, then we hit enter. Again indentation comes, and then we'll print, sorry, you are not eligible to vote. You are not eligible to vote. And now if we run our code, as you can see, it prints the welcome message and then it asks me to enter my age. So I'll enter my age. And as you can see, it shows, sorry, you are not eligible to vote. Now if I enter an age which is greater than or equal to 18, it will print, congratulations, you are eligible to vote. So we'll check that also. So let me enter a random age which is greater than 18. Let's say I write 40. As you can see, when I enter 40, it specifies that congratulations, you are eligible to vote. So that means our condition is working successfully. Now, apart from this if and else statement in voting eligibility checker, we also have one more condition that needs to be met. Now, what is that condition? That condition is that we have already specified that in order to be eligible to vote, a person must be at least 18 years old. And if he or she is less than 18, then we'll write you are not eligible to vote. But what if a person enters age less than 0? Because no age exists like -1 or -2 or -50. That means that's not a valid age. So what if a person enters an age which is not valid? Then also our system will not display the exact error message that you have to enter a valid age. Why? Because the system does not know. Because we haven't programmed our system to identify that it's an invalid age and to throw an error to the user. So we'll use an elif statement. And like I mentioned earlier, that elif statement is used when we need to check multiple conditions which are related. So we write elif statement after the if statement, but before the else statement. So that means after if, I hit enter and then I write elif, then I write age is less than 0, and then I press enter, and then I can print enter a valid age. So basically, elif statement, the syntax of the elif statement is mostly similar to if statement. The only thing is that it's written before the else statement and after the if statement, and we write elif instead of if. Otherwise, all other syntaxes of elif statement match exactly with the if statement. Now, if I run the code and if I enter my age, suppose -80, as you can see, the moment when I entered -80, it throws me an error, enter a valid age. That means our system is now able to check that whether an age is valid or invalid. So this is how we create conditional statements in Python. And that's a wrap for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching this video.